presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux, is coming to you live from the woods on the campus of Lawton Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida, where tonight's matchup is the Chiles Timberwolves hosting the Lincoln Trojans. Hi, everybody. I'm Ben Cinco. Emily Peters is our sideline reporter. Will be joining us shortly. And with me in the booth tonight, help me call the action, as always, is Eric Llewellyn. Eric, very excited about this game tonight. Go ahead and talk to us about a key for each team that is going to help them win this ball game tonight.
Well, I think for Chiles, defensively, they have such a good unit. I really think they need to stop the run tonight for Lincoln. Lincoln runs for over 200 yards a game. Stop the run, and I think Chiles has a very good shot at winning this game. And I think for Lincoln, knowing that Chiles is so good against the run, I think they need to come out, hit a couple of quick passes with Christian Sims early on to try to loosen things up and create some running lanes.
Okay, and how about a key player for each team that's going to set themselves apart from the others?
Well, going back to my key for Chiles, I'm going with Chase Harley. Tied for the team lead in tackles. He's got 22.5 tackles for a loss. That leads the ball club, so he's my key player for Chiles. And then for Lincoln, I'm going with Christian Sims. Second leading rusher. He's their quarterback, and I do think a lot of this game is really going to hinge on how he plays.
Okay. Well, great, Eric. Thank you. Our exciting action of Friday Night Rivals kicks off next on Tallahassee CW. Welcome back to Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, and the third member of our broadcast team is Emily Peters. Emily, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well, thank you, Ben. The unsung hero for both of these teams this season has been their defenses. Head coach of Lincoln, Jimmy Tyson, said their key has been communication. He said they've done a nice job talking to each other, holding each other accountable, and they understand everyone's roles, not just their own. The Trojans have 4 shutouts this season. Their last one recorded last week. Also coming off not 1 but 3 shutouts are the Timberwolves. They have a total of 5 this season, and head coach Bill Reagan said their key has been getting their opponent's offense out of their rhythm. He said forcing the second and third and longs helps them assume that their opponent will pass the ball and they're not taking a 50-50 guess at the play call.
Great. Thank you, Emily. Well, it looks like Lincoln won the toss, has deferred to the second half. So we'll get ready to have our kickoff shortly. Team's about to head onto the field to get this thing started shortly. Coming into tonight, the host Chiles Timberwolves are 5-3. All 5 victories have been by shutout. Lincoln comes in tonight 7-1, 4 shutouts on the defense on the season. So it kind of harkens back to what Emily was telling us earlier in the game. Both these teams have defenses that have done quite well, and we'll see how they emerge from this ball game tonight. All right, I am ready for the players to come out. I hope you guys are too. A lot of anticipation for this ball game. Lovely weather, little overcast. You're going to see we're a little partly moony tonight. There's Lincoln coming on out. There's the Trojans. If you're a fan of the Trojans, we'll have them next week in our season finale at Florida High. Looking forward to that one, 7 o'clock right here on the CW. And the Timberwolves faithful starting to make some noise for their home team. They're emerging from the banner. Senior night. A lot of excitement. This contest is for the city champs. Lincoln to receive. They'll be on offense first. Take that back. Chiles receiving. It's been interesting to see the maturity of Taylor Jacobs in his first season as a starter for this offense. He's a sophomore, Eric, and he's quite athletic. It's quite interesting to see how he's progressed as the season has gone on. All right, so here is the Awards for You kickoff. Awards for You: encourage, recognize, celebrate. Be caught at about the 5-yard line, and not able to get much more past the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. That's where the Timberwolves will start things off for this ball game. Here's the Walk-On Sports Bistreaux starting lineup for Chiles. We got Jacobs, Moses, Potter, Rudd, Sumner, Atwood, Hengestevek, Roden, Toomey, Lundy, and Herring. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves. Handoff up the middle. Short gain. Pick up second and about 9. Get a look at the Trojans starting defense. Darity, Mason, Jordan, Bostic, Robinson, James, Arnold, Howard, Pollock, Guerra, and Tucker. Second down. Jacobs, handoff to the right, and follows forward. Going to get about 4 on the play. Third and manageable for the Timberwolves. Jacobs looking for a receiver. Hits the receiver and incomplete. Not able to pull in the ball. Pass intended for Gavin Rudd. Going to bring up a 4th down. Bobby Inkster will come out to punt this ball away. Inkster received Under Armour All-American honors. Going to be playing postseason. Started in February, I believe. That's quite an honor. Tyler Howard back to return. Howard averaging 26 yards every time he returns a punt. Caught at his own 38-yard line. Bounces to the outside. Cutting it back in. And let's see, down about the 43-yard line. That's where Lincoln will set up shop to start out their first drive of this ball game.
There's a lot of running around, not to go much anywhere, but I think he broke about 5 tackles in that.
There's the walk-on Sports Bistreaux starting lineup for the Lincoln Trojans offense. Sims, Washington, Maddox, Barnes, Bleachington, Whitehead, Knox, Gilbert, Dawson, Gale, and Mills. 1st and 10 for the Trojans, all at their own 43-yard line. Christian Sims with Jay-Sean Washington in the backfield. Washington is hit for a loss. Chiles' defense is going to have to do that a lot tonight if they want to contain this offense of Lincoln. That Chiles starting defense is Pope, Sconyers, Lewis, Strozier, Harley, Floyd, Bryce, Douglas, McNeely, Harris, and TQ Strozier. 2nd and 12. There's going to be a penalty on Lincoln. False start. Marching back 5. Second and long. Sims. Pass complete. And falling ahead for a couple of yards. Getting close to the original line of scrimmage was Ali Juan Bleachington. Be a 3rd and 11. Good look at the tackle there. LaShawn Douglas making the hit on Bleachington. 3rd down and 11 from the Lincoln 42-yard line. Sims fakes the handoff, fires the ball deep downfield, trying to get to Bleachington. Incomplete. Nice coverage there by Holton Harris.
He had Bleachington there. I don't know if he was expecting the ball when that was thrown, the way he reacted there. Because he had a couple of steps on the defender, and it was almost like he didn't turn around soon enough to see that ball coming to him.
Thomas Arnold will come on to punt this ball away for Lincoln. Ryan Sumner back to return this. Gonna heading toward the end zone. Will Lincoln be able to stop it? They are. See, ball's gonna be right about their own 3-yard line. We'll go ahead and set it to break. No score from Chiles. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux. Welcome back to the woods on the campus of Lawton Chiles High School, Tallahassee, Florida. Chiles getting ready to start their second drive of this ball game. First one ended in a Bobby Enksler punt. Timberwolves defense held and was able to force a Thomas Arnold punt. Now, where we get things started off.
Well, it's an interesting matchup, and Emily touched on that with the shutouts for both ball clubs this season. It's almost like who's going to be the first defense to break in this one because both teams are so good defensively.
Ball deep in Chiles territory. Someone jumped. Were they drawn?
They were not.
They were not. So
it's going to give Chiles a little bit of room now.
Yep, room to breathe.
You know, they're both teams that like to run the ball. Neither one is. Yeah, but both teams run more than they pass. They have a much better yards per game on the running side than on the passing side. But conversely, defensively, both teams are very good against the run.
1st and 5, the handoff. A little bit. Let's see where they're going to mark this one. B.B. Potter on the carry. Ball just outside the 10-yard line. Like 2nd and 3. Fakes the handoff, Jacobs. Dangerous throw, had a couple of defenders on the intended receiver, going to fall incomplete. Trying to get the ball to his brother, Trevor Jacobs.
Trevor Jacobs started the season on the junior varsity and got pulled up. He was really overmatched against everybody they played against. So they brought him up to the varsity. He's been a nice addition to this team offensively since the call-up.
He's already got 4 touchdowns on the season. It's going to be 3rd and about 3. Jacobs got the handoff. Going to be a 1st down and more. Ball all the way out to about the 21-yard line. That was Ryan Sumner on the carry. Brings up our first Anderson and Hart 1st down of the game. Anderson and Hart, because you matter.
One of the Timberwolves seniors honored before the game. Had a chance to see him a number of times over the years. Always been a hard runner.
Doesn't have a lot of carries on the season, but is still in the backfield. Fake handoff, Jacobs. Sees the receiver, just can't make that connection. If we're complete, would have been enough for a 1st down, but just couldn't happen. Trying to get again to Trevor Jacobs.
Their father, Taylor Jacobs, co-offensive coordinator for Chiles, former Florida Gator and NFL receiver.
Timberwolves line up 2nd and 10, ball at their own 21-yard line. Jacobs, quick pass, caught complete. Need about 6 on that play. It's good for Jake Atwood.
Big tight end. Making that catch.
3rd and 4 for the Timberwolves. Get a good look at the left-hander. On the ball to Atwood. Jacobs going to hand the ball off to Potter. Potter goes through the middle.
I don't think he got it.
Close, but
it's going to be a little bit shy, about a yard short of it.
Ball's going to be spotted right about the 30-yard line. 4th down, and
yeah, you got to punt this.
Yep. Bobby Inkster will come out to punt this ball away.
Can't, yeah, 30-yard line, your own 30-yard line, too far into your own territory to go for it there. So, right call here is to punt it away.
Inkster averaging almost 45 yards per punt. High snap, able to catch it, gets away a dandy. It's about the 37-yard line, and will be stopped right there. Check out some of the smiling faces on our Liberty Dental Plan Smile Cam. Making members smile one smile at a time with the Liberty Dental Plan.
A little different spin on the Liberty Dental Smile Cam.
Had senior night tonight. See a lot of the proud parents and family members out with their Timberwolves seniors. Looks like we have a water break on the field. We will stay here with you.
We see head coach Bill Reagans in his first year as the Chiles head coach. He's technically wearing the interim tag this season, and they're going to make a decision after the year is over as to whether he's named as the permanent head coach. And I think he's done a very good job up to this point. And certainly when you look at the 5 shutouts, he still maintains that defensive coordinator role that he held before being elevated to the head coach spot. And certainly you look at the 5 shutouts they've had, the 5-3 record coming off of a 5-5 season last year. You've got a shot if you win your last 2 to finish 7-3, and I think that would be a pretty good resume moment for Bill Reagans to get that job permanently.
The 1st and 10, Jay-Sean Washington gets the handoff and met there by a number of Timberwolves. About a loss of a yard.
Now they're so good in the middle defensively. Out there right now you see Cayman Pope and also I believe Jordell Lewis. A lot of penetration in the middle, really blow things up and make it difficult on a team to run. I'll check with me going on here as Sims looking to the sideline to get another play.
Christian Sims, pressure coming from the outside, going to step up, avoid the pressure, comes down, ball, holds on to the ball, but his helmet comes off. So gets a gain of about 2. He's going to have to come off for a play with that helmet coming off.
Well, that's a rough time for it because now you've got 3rd and 9. You're bringing somebody in cold off the sidelines, and it's going to be Malik Denmark, who doesn't have a chance to warm up, get the arm loose, and you're going to throw him in there. Do you want the backup quarterback to come in cold and throw the ball on 3rd and 9, or are you just going to try to run something here? So that's a really tough time for Lincoln for that to happen.
3rd and 9 will not happen.
It's going to be a procedure penalty on Lincoln.
So march off 5 yards against the Trojans. 3rd and 9 becomes 3rd and 14. Ball now at their own 34-yard line.
Looked like they were doing some sort of RPO there, giving Denmark the opportunity to hand it off or keep it and throw, and see what they decide to do with him here.
Feeling the pressure, rolling to his left, fires the ball downfield. Incomplete.
It's irrelevant now. Well, I thought he might have been across the line of scrimmage when he threw that too. There's no flag down on it, so they're not going to call it on them.
So 4th and long. Thomas Arnold to come back out to punt this ball away. The 2nd punt of the evening. Sumner and Douglas back to return. Douglas calls the fair catch right about his own 130-yard line. We'll go ahead and send it to break. 4:41 to go in the first quarter. No score from Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals, presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux. Welcome back to Chiles High School, Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, and Emily Peters on the sideline. Emily, what you got for us?
Yeah, Ben, you mentioned Bill Reagans in his first year as a head coach, and I asked him to just kind of reflect and tell me how it's been, and he said, you know, there haven't been many surprises. I've worked with this team for many years now, and I've also been a head coach before. I knew we would have a good defense, but I just knew that it would be about getting our offense acclimated to the varsity level, and I think we've done well with that.
Great, thank you, Emily. 1st and 10 saw Taylor Jacobs trying to throw a ball deep to Ryan Sumner, just not able to make that connection. A little bit too much strength on that one.
And to what Emily was talking about with the offense too, they remember they previously ran the wing team, and they didn't have a full spring and offseason to put in the offense that Bill Reagan's wanted to run. So it's been a work in progress for him.
2nd and 10. Potter takes the handoff. Does a heck of a job. Nice job by the offensive line to create space for him. Let's see. It's like about close to 8 yards on that gain.
I feel like we say this every time we do a game with Chiles, that abrupt motion by the offensive line, all in unison to go down in those lanes. We always see that create 1 or 2 offsides penalties throughout the course of the game when we have Chiles.
3rd and 2. Potter takes the handoff. Got the first down, still getting downfield. Be taken down to the, let's see, they're on 45-yard line. Another Anderson and Hart first down for the Timberwolves.
Averages over 6 yards a carry, just kept the legs churning there. Needed 1. Got the first down, got contact, broke a tackle, as you see right there, before he finally was brought down.
First and 10 Timberwolves. Jacobs rolls to his right, feeling the pressure, escapes the pressure. Gain of 10, 15, almost 20 yards, gets out of bounds right about the 36-yard line of Lincoln. Nice first down run. Taylor Jacobs Jr.
Gets a lot done with those legs, and you look at the running numbers for him, averaging 6.2 yards per carry, and had 234 yards on the season on the ground coming into this game tonight. It's just got that escapability. He can make something out of nothing like he did on that play right there.
First and 10 Timberwolves. Jacobs with Potter. Potter takes the handoff and is met, let's see, by 4 Trojans. Gets about a yard, 2nd and 9.
That motion by the offensive line, they almost got the offsides there. A little bit of flinch by easy Bostic for Lincoln, but be able to stay on sides.
Jacobs escapes the rush, slides down, gain of about 4 yards on the play. Bring up a 3rd down.
Extracurricular after the play ended there.
Jacobs comes up limping a little bit.
I think Chiles felt like a little bit of a late hit in there on Jacobs. And that perhaps there was a little bit of posing over him after the hit there. You see Jacobs limping back to the huddle. And that would be a blow to Chiles if you take away his ability to run.
The ball's at the Lincoln 32-yard line, 3rd down. Potter met in the backfield, going to be tackled for a loss. Nice job by Gavin James on the TFL. Flag comes out after the play.
Very late flag.
Personal foul against Lincoln.
Huge penalty against Lincoln. Because you're in a situation there, if you're Chiles, you're either going for it, maybe possibly trying a long field goal. Inksler's got the leg for it. Instead, you tack 15 on and give him a first down right around the 20-yard line.
Trying to get a look at the replay to see if we saw anything. I didn't see anything on that one.
I think it was late, and it was after the play and away from the ball. So,
yeah, I was just watching after the action ended, and the shot we had, we didn't pick up anything there. But the ball is going to be right about the 20-yard line.
That flag came from the back judge way behind the play.
Jacobs all alone in the backfield. 5 receivers. Able to make the completion.
Yeah, Jacobs got hit again there, and he's getting up slow.
Ryan Sumner catches the 5-yard completion. He's going to bring us into the Esposito's Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Esposito's the area's most progressive garden center. Good look at the catch.
You wonder too. I think it's the left knee on Jacobs, and not only can that hinder his running ability, that's also the back foot. That's the foot he's got to push off with when he throws. And I wonder how that's going to affect his ability to throw the football if it takes a little bit of zip off the passes when he throws them.
2nd and 5, same look, 5 receivers, no back. Jacobs going to the end zone, incomplete.
I think Lincoln got away with a little bit of a defensive hold there.
Trying to get the ball to Gavin Rudd.
Rudd picks that one up, or no. Yep, Rudd picks that one up out of the long jump pit. I'm sorry, that's the triple jump pit. I don't know. Maybe they both serve that purpose. There are 2 pits there, 2 sand pits.
3rd and 5. Potter in the backfield next to Jacobs. Jacobs hands the ball to Potter. Potter gets through the line and going to have enough for it. Timberwolves first down.
Not inside the 10-yard line, which is where they needed to get. That one, they're going to spot that at the slow run right up the gut there for Potter. Got a nice hole. Good job by that Chiles offensive front.
Goal to go situation for the Timberwolves, looking to get the first points of this ball game.
Might be the last play of the quarter if they even decide to snap the ball here. Yeah, I think they're going to wait. Go down to the other end of the field.
Yep, that's the end of the quarter. No score from Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida. We'll send it to break. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux on Tallahassee CW. 1st and goal. Potter takes the handoff, heading to the left side. Short gain, close to the 5-yard line.
Shot of that full moon coming out of the break. Couple of clouds up there with it, and an extra spooky feel.
Yeah, tis the season for full moons and werewolves and spookiness.
And what you dressing up for Halloween?
I'm going to be Charlie Brown.
Nice.
Dalen's going to have the Charlie Brown ghost costume with all the holes in it.
Shave the head?
He's not going to shave the. Yeah, I'm not going to shave the head, but I've got the shirt. I'm going to walk around with him. I've got the shirt. So 2nd and goal. Oh, big play for the Trojans. That's a sack.
And Jacobs' helmet came off. Now he's got to come out for a play.
Chancey Jordan with the sack.
I'm doing Coach Beard.
Yes. Very nice.
Coach Beard. I've got the beard already.
Yes, you do. Good look there, Jordan. Jordan getting his 9th sack of the season. Big play for the Trojans defense. Ball placed now about the 11-yard line, 3rd down. Ryan Sumner lining up at quarterback. Jacobs having to come out. Potter takes the handoff. Get the ball inside the 10-yard line. We'll bring up a 4th down. Bobby Inkster will come out to try to get the first points of this ball game. About a 24-yard attempt. Kick is up. And good. Chiles scores the first points of this ball game. We've now 3-0 over Lincoln. Unfortunate for them that that 2nd down sack took them, outside the 10-yard line. Plus, Taylor Jacobs had to come out. Getting things set up for another awards for you kickoff.
Touchbacks on the season. First opportunity for him tonight.
Jay Sham Washington. Deuce Lawrence back to return the kick from Engsler. Ball heading into the end zone for touchback number 25 on the season. 1st and 10. Sims hands the ball off. Deuce Lawrence able to get a gain of about 7 on that play. His first carry of the ball game.
Last one to do both at Florida State. Remember, Ben? Hasn't been that long.
Do both at Florida State. Does Bethia do that? No. Gano? Graham Gano. There we go. 2nd and short. Pass caught, complete. Mekhi Maddox, good for a Trojans first down.
It's the year he was the bowl MVP against Wisconsin.
That's right.
Sports Bowl.
That's right. Good for our Barber's best termite and pest first down.
I think he only missed 1 field goal attempt that year. He went 5 for 6 from beyond 50, and that was his only miss.
Great college career, great NFL career, still doing it.
After the NFL.
Deuce Lawrence gets to the line of scrimmage, taken down there, flagged down in the backfield.
Speaking of Florida State kickers, Dustin Hopkins had quite the week last week.
Kicking for Cleveland.
Yeah. 5 field goals? 5. 5 field goals last week?
5 field goals last week, yeah. You better get those attempts in before it gets cold and blustery in Cleveland, you know? Make them while you can.
I'm surprised it's not cold and blustery in Cleveland already. I mean, it's October. Shouldn't it be like 12 below? With the lake on fire?
Lake on fire.
Lake on fire? No, river. River. Not a lake. River.
Yep.
River was on
River's
fire.
on fire.
That's what it was.
Burn on, big river, right?
Yeah.
Beginning of Major League. So 1st and 5 after the 5-yard penalty. Sims hands the fakes the handoff, sees receiver, hits receiver, ball is out and recovered by the Timberwolves. Wow.
That's a huge turnover. Hit him on the slant in stride. He might be taking it to the house there, potentially.
TQ Stroger recovering the ball.
And I'm just glad I did not have to go into my typical speech at the end of that one of just fall on the football. Well, I guess he's not taking it to the house. Would have been tackled there by Emerson McNeely.
McNeely caused the fumble. Yeah, that was great.
It was like slow motion, though, as they're pursuing that football. I'm like, somebody's going to try to pick this up and run with it. I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that this year. So Timberwolves, Taylor Jacobs Jr. limps out there to start this drive. Hands off to Potter. Still trying to make some yardage there. Gain of about a yard there for Potter. Jacobs looking to the sideline.
He is really, really struggling on that knee.
Four receivers, one back. That's Potter next to Jacobs. Jacobs looking downfield, fires the ball. Incomplete. Trying to get that to Ryan Sumner. Had a couple of those where Sumner has broken free, but just not able to make that completion.
And he had him there. Sumner had a couple of steps on the defender and just overthrown a touch.
3rd and 9 for the Timberwolves. Still 4 receivers, 1 back. Timeout called by Lincoln. We'll go ahead and take a break as well. 7:36 to go in the second quarter. Your score, Chiles 3, Lincoln 0. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux. Check out some of the smiling faces on our Liberty Dental Plan Smile Cam. Making members smile one smile at a time with the Liberty Dental Plan. Timberwolves senior cheerleaders. Their football team leads this contest 3-0. Have a 3rd and long. Ball at their own 21-yard line. Jacobs fires the ball. Going to be, thought it was going to be caught, but just bobbled and not able to bring the ball in.
Started to run before he hauled that one in. Chase Hull. Got to catch it before you can turn around and run with it.
Get a good look. Yeah, Hall reached out, just not able to pull that in. So
now he's not getting the first down there if he does catch that in all likelihood.
Engsler kicks the ball away to the sideline. About the 34-yard line, running up to gain another 5 yards.
It's a really good punt right there by Engsler, and then you put it right on the sideline like that, take away most of the field and make it a lot easier on your coverage unit.
Tyler Howard able to get the ball right at the 45-yard line. Their own 45. That's where the Trojans will start this drive. Good look at Coach Bill Reagan's. It's a bulky knee brace on that cheerleader.
Yeah. Jacobs Jr. over there getting looked at on the sidelines.
1st and 10. That's Deuce Lawrence on the handoff. Lawrence gets hit hard, but not until he gets into Timberwolves territory. Spot that ball right at the 47-yard line. Be 2nd and 2.
TQ Strozier with the hit. Nice lick on him there. A nice gain. Overstay from TOC down there. Checking on Taylor Jacobs.
2nd and 2. Sims pass completed to Maddox. Maddox able to get the first down. Add another 3 yards to the end of that. The Barber's best termite and pest control first down.
And this was what I thought Lincoln was going to have to do to have success. Hit some passes. And if you do that, that might open up some running lanes. They hit one there for a first down.
Water break called on the field. We'll get water for ourselves. Timberwolves lead this ball game 3-0. See how this drive continues when we come back from the break. Welcome back to Chiles High School, Tallahassee, Florida. Get a good look at the Timberwolves band. 1st and 10 for Lincoln. Deuce Lawrence with the handoff. Get about 3 yards on the play. Little hit after the play. Penalty flag comes out. I think this is going to count against the Trojans.
Yeah, it's Chase Harley on the stop, and then you mentioned that hit behind the play. 15 yards, going to get walked off against Lincoln here.
Yeah, we'll get a look at this here.
Yep,
there it is.
There it is.
Do we want to call the kid out for doing that?
Alex Gale, a little unnecessary shot, costing his team 15.
So 2nd and long. Ball gets put all the way back to Lincoln's 45-yard line. And going to get marched back 5 more yards.
Wow.
2nd and long. Pass caught and taken out of bounds about the 48-yard line. Tim Smith makes that catch. We're bringing still, let's see, a 3rd and long. We'll call this about 3rd and 20.
3rd down.
4 receivers, 1 back. That's Washington, the backfield next to Sims. Sims feeling the pressure, rolling to his right. Fires the ball away.
That's
Close to an interception, but out of bounds.
Looks like they're weren't sure whether it was knee or ankle. Looks like they're wrapping Taylor Jacobs Jr. Wrapping his ankle.
Chase Harley on defense on that play.
And his dad, who is the co-offensive coordinator, has made his way down to the field. He was upstairs. And I don't think he's coming back in on this series anyway.
So fair catch. Ball down about the 17-yard line. You're right, Jacobs still on that bench, getting looked at. We'll see what the Timberwolves are going to do. From the quarterback position to start this drive.
I think it's going to be Ryan Sumner.
Sumner. Potter gets stacked up in the backfield. Going to be a loss. So after a loss of a couple yards there, second down. Sumner with Potter in the backfield. Sumner rolling to his left. Looking for something and falls down.
Lost the football too as he went down, but then recovered it himself.
So another loss for the Timberwolves.
Taking the card out there for Taylor Jacobs Jr. Certainly hate to see that.
Yeah, Jacobs got hurt early on in this game, and he toughed it out for a couple of drives, but unfortunately they're going to take him back to get looked further evaluated with that leg. Third and long for the Timberwolves. That's Ryan Sumner with Potter in the backfield. Sumner rolling to his right, looking for a receiver, feeling the pressure, cuts it back to the other side, heading for the sticks, gets hit hard, falls ahead. That's going to be a Timberwolves first down.
Sumner made something out of nothing there. Good scramble play by him. No idea how much time he spends at that quarterback position for them. And we haven't seen him throw the ball yet. Got that first down on third and long there.
Ball spotted at Timberwolves 18-yard line, 3:47 to go and counting in the first half. Sumner hands the Potter. Potter is hit in the backfield. They were all over that.
Evan James read that play perfectly and got into the backfield. Loss of about 3.
You got to think that this defense is going to start cheating up until he proves to them that he can throw the ball. Play clock down to 10. Three. Snap. Sumner might have been looking downfield and took his eyes off the defense. While that happened, Chancey Jordan for his second sack of the night, 10th sack of the season. Get a good look at Jordan just blowing past his blocker, making the play in the backfield. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. 2:45 to go in this first half. Look ahead to next week. Chiles will be playing at Sun Lake, who's 1-7. Of course, Lincoln will have next Friday night at Florida High, right here on the CW at 7 o'clock. Looking forward to that one, our final broadcast of the season. Both teams will come back out on the field after the timeout.
First trip to Florida High this year. Saw him against Gadsden County. Drive over to Havana.
Looking for that's a golf cart game for me next week, Eric. Third down, Sumner gets to the outside. Get about a yard on that gain, bring up fourth down.
Another flag, and I think this is going to be on Lincoln. I think they're going to call Gavin James. So you can watch James standing over Sumner after the play. I think that's what they called him for right there. And it lasted longer with that actually cut away while he was still standing over him, and I think that's what they called.
And you're right, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Trojans.
Now that's going to, it's not going to be enough. Well, it's dead ball, so it's going to be fourth down. It's not going to be enough to get the first down. 2 yards from the 37. Maybe 1 yard. Fourth and a yard. You go for it here.
And look, like they made their decision. Offense is staying on the field.
Well, I think they're probably going to come up and try to get them to jump off sides, and if they don't, they'll call timeout and send the punting unit out. That would be my guess. Watch for that very quick motion into the three-point stance by their offensive line. See if they can draw them off sides.
Do they not watch film, Eric? Oh, good call, my friend.
Literally, we get 2 or 3 of those a game against whoever Chiles is playing, and that to me just seemed like it was pretty obvious what they were going to be doing.
Ball now spotted at the Timberwolves 42-yard line, 1st and 10. A little less than 2 minutes left in this first half. Ryan Sumner coming in after getting the play call from the sideline. Sumner firing the ball downfield. Not a pretty pass, and it's going to be intercepted by the Trojans. That's Eddie Guerra who comes down with the interception. Ball's going to be right at their own 45-yard line.
A little bit of pressure on him there. Not sure where he was going with that football. I don't know if it was an overthrow or an underthrow because you had a couple of guys in that area for Chiles.
Christian Sims with Jay-Sean Washington in the backfield. Sims rolls to the right, hits the wrist. Oh, incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Mekhi Maddox right about the 50-yard line, but not able to haul that ball in.
Sumner's going to get a few throws in on the sidelines now. I'm not sure how much time he had to do that before he ended up going into that game at quarterback.
1:27 to go in this first half. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans at their own 45-yard line. Once again, Sims with Washington in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Feeling the pressure. Escapes it. Let's see. Gets to right back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard past it. Or he's brought down.
Flag against Lincoln. So that stops the clock, but it's going to cost Lincoln some yards.
We'll march this ball 10 yards back.
That was a holding call.
Ball now at the Lincoln 35-yard line. Sims this time hands the ball to Washington. Washington gets 2 yards past the line of scrimmage before he is knocked down.
Now from Chiles, I might think about calling a timeout here. Got 3rd and long.
Washington not liking something that happened after that play. Third and long, 4 receivers. Sims feels the pressure, rolls right, looking downfield, fires the ball, and incomplete.
Batted down by Chiles, and I think that's a good decision there. Might end up getting better field position on a punt, which is what they've now forced.
Thomas Arnold out to kick this ball away. LaShawn Douglas back to return this kick. Not a very good kick. Nice bounce, though, for Lincoln. About the 31-yard line.
Ends up being fairly neutral on whether they had picked that off or just had the punt with where it ended up.
Chiles will take over at their own 34-yard line. About 23 seconds left in this first half. Ryan Sumner and company come out on offense.
If they'll just hand it off here, run the clock out.
Sumner takes a knee. And that should be the final play of the first half. So we'll see if we come back out of halftime, if Taylor Jacobs Jr. will come back out, or if it'll be a second half with Ryan Sumner at quarterback. Emily Peters will be on the sideline talking with head coach Bill Reagans. We'll go ahead and send it down to her. Emily.
Coach, just an update on Taylor Jacobs. What do you expect to see from him?
Well, we're going in, I'll know by halftime. Hopefully we're going to go in and get good news. He's getting checked out now.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Straight Superiors with their amazing painting pictures halftime show.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Emily. We'll go ahead and send you to half. Take you to the Tallahassee Roofing halftime report on the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals, presented by Walk On Sports Bistreaux.
Hi, I'm Denny, General Sales Manager of Warner Hyundai in Tallahassee. We are proud to be part of this community and pleased to announce the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
This week's Scholar Athlete is Jordan Whittier. Jordan has a 4.54 GPA and is captain of the varsity cheerleading team. She is an officer for the National English Honor Society, member of NHS, Mu Alpha Theta, Key Club, and hopes to attend UF. Congratulations, Jordan.
Hi, I'm Paul Marmon, General Manager of Warner Kia of Tallahassee, and we are proud to be part of this community. It'll be our great pleasure to announce this week's Scholar Athlete.
This week's Scholar Athlete is Robert Pickles. Robert has a 3.9 GPA and is a member of the varsity football, weightlifting, and wrestling teams. He is dual enrolled, a social studies department award winner, and has committed to Georgia Southern University. Congratulations, Robert. Welcome to the Tallahassee Roofing halftime show. I'm down here on the field with Athletic Director for Lincoln High School, Joe Valisi, and you guys just made the playoffs officially. Tell me about the season this team is having.
They're having a great season. It's been phenomenal. We had a bad game with Colquitt. They're 18 in the nation. They were very tough. They beat us up, but it was a growing experience for us, and I think it's helped us a lot. Otherwise, we're one step at a time and doing well. Yeah, it's been fun.
Coach told me that Colquitt game was a test, and he kind of put that into the schedule to see where his team was at. Tell me about these players. They've learned a lot. They've grown a lot throughout the season. You know, just talk to me about these guys.
Yeah, they're a good group of kids. They don't get in trouble. They work really hard. They've been really kind of bonding, and we're excited about it. We're looking forward to an opportunity in the playoffs. You know, not everyone gets that opportunity, but it's exciting.
Very exciting, and some of your other athletics are doing well.
Yeah,
talk about the volleyball.
Volleyball is in regional semifinals tomorrow in Middleburg. Golf and cross country. I mean, we got several programs doing well. It's very rewarding. We're really happy for the kids.
And I want to finish off. You know our color analyst. You guys go way back. Tell me about your relationship with Lulu.
Lulu, we played adult league baseball a long time ago, and I would never say that I was better than him, but we had a lot of fun, and he was definitely the personality of the team.
Well, thank you so much. We'll see you next week, but for now, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back to the Tallahassee Roofing Halftime Show. I'm now joined with Joe Burgess, principal of Chiles High School, and you guys are 5-3. All of those wins have been shutouts. Can you tell me about this team?
So we have a great defense that were returners from last year, and we have a young offense, and they're coming along. And you know, when you can have a defense that give you the ball back, find ways to get turnovers, very stout, that gives you a chance in a lot of games. And so, you know, I'm very proud of this team. They've clawed their way to playoff contention, and, you know, to make a game like tonight against a wonderful opponent like Lincoln over the years. And so we're hopefully, you know, we are up for the challenge and, you know, doing the things we need to do, and just proud of our boys.
And as we stand here chatting, behind us, of course, are all of the seniors out here ready to be honored for senior night. What does this game mean for these families?
Well, so when you're a senior, you know, really you're saying that this is the last time you get to play for your school and your family who supported you all this time. And it's just a chance for us to recognize them as we send them off into the world. And so we're just proud of them, and, you know, and that's the same way for all of our kids across Leon County.
And is there anything else you'd like to add about what's going on here at Chiles?
Well, first of all, we love all our students, but I do want to say this weekend we lost one of our students, Caitlin Squires, and what I will just tell you is that if everybody out there can remember anything, is that to hug onto your kids, make sure, remember we love all of them, and that their needs are most important. And of course, as I always do, I got to make sure I give a shout out to my wife, and I got to make sure to give a shout out to my family in Gaston County, old Mount Pleasant. So
tell the people that you love them always, and shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for having us again this season.
Thank you. Go T-Wolves.
You're watching the Tallahassee Roofing Halftime Report. Tallahassee Roofing, we have you covered from the capital to the coast. Normally this is the time where we show all the different highlights of scores that happened throughout the first half. But just one score, it was a field goal. But we'll go ahead and show you some other action for what happened in the first half. Get a look at Taylor Jacobs Jr. feeling the pressure. Heck of a run right here. Getting about a 20-yard gain. Another look right there. That is where he injured his leg. Had to come out of the game. Good handoff to B.B. Potter. There's an extra, actually a field goal, or only points of the first half. A 24-yard Bobby Engsler field goal. You can see good pass play. Even better play by the defender to strip that ball away. Huge play for Chiles. One of the few pass plays there by Lincoln. Big play by Lincoln defense. Ryan Sumner, this is a nice job by him, breaking free. He had to come in and play quarterback when Jacobs got hurt. Here's a look at some of the pain dealt to him by the Trojans. And then he fires his first pass up that gets intercepted right before the half ended. And we are now about to come out of the halftime festivities. We'll send it to break. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk On Sports Bistreaux. Getting ready to get things started in the third quarter here from Chiles Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Let's go ahead and go down to Emily Peters and hear what she's got to say that head coach Jimmy Tyson from Lincoln had to say to her. Emily.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. I spoke with Coach Tyson as he was coming back out, and he said it's simple. We're just not being disciplined. So as you could imagine, the message in the locker room was just tighten up. We can't be making silly mistakes and earning penalties and just not playing the way that we know that we can play.
Yep, that's true. I mean, we did see, we saw a tough defense from Lincoln, but then we'd see things after the play that just as foolish penalties that wound up helping out the Timberwolves during that first half. A couple of
15-yard penalties that were completely unnecessary, had nothing to do with the play that was going on at the time. You had that offsides on fourth and two that didn't end up coming back to bite them because they got the interception on the very next play. But it's those kinds of things that'll drive a coaching staff crazy.
Here's the awards for you. Kickoff awards for you. Encourage, recognize, celebrate. Engsler's kick into the end zone for another touchback. Lincoln will get things started in the third quarter. Christian Sims and company trying to get some offense going. Timberwolves did a heck of a job containing them for the most part. It'll be Jayshon Washington coming in to play running back next to Christian Sims. Receiver in motion. Washington takes the handoff. Gets stacked up at the line. Gain of about 1.
I'm Lincoln. I'm coming back to that slant. Their best pass play of the game. They hit that slant in stride. That ended up being a turnover, a fumble, and a recovery by Chiles. But I'd really come back to that right there. You had a player wide open. Sims hit him in stride. But that's really about the extent of the success they've had in the passing game.
It was Emerson McNeely who knocked that ball free that you're talking about. So about a 3-yard pass play can bring up a 3rd and 5. Kai Maddox with that reception. 3rd down, Sims. That ball intercepted right about the 30-yard line. Heck of a job there. Let's go ahead and get credit where it's due. That's Bryson Floyd with that interception. Yep. Heck of a job by Bryson Floyd. During the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the Barineau Heating and Air play of the game. Barineau Heating and Air, we will always be there for you.
Looks like Taylor Jacobs Jr. is in the huddle there on the sidelines. And he is
he's coming out
onto the field.
Wow. Look at him. I mean, he is hobbled back there. We'll see if he'll be able to make it through the second half. Quick pass. Ryan Sumner caught to the 20. 15 is where he goes down. A big first down for the Timberwolves.
Chiles goes to the slant there. My favorite route.
I thought you were all about the hitch.
I love the hitches too.
Sumner got them down to the 15-yard line. So that puts us into the Esposito's Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Esposito's the area's most progressive garden center. So ball's at the 15-yard line. Jacobs fires to the back of the end. No, to the front corner of the end zone. Going to be incomplete. Trying to hook up with Sumner once again.
Had to go fade there to Sumner. I know a lot of people don't like the fade routes. But I tell you what, it is a tough pass when thrown properly to defend.
Good coverage there by KJ Arnold.
Sumner just didn't get the other hand up there. Ball was on the money. Sumner couldn't get the other hand up. So only able to get one on it.
2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. That's Potter in the backfield next to Jacobs. Potter will take the handoff. Nothing happening there. Johnny Mason, Gavin James right there at the line.
The flag's out, but some pushing and shoving after the play there.
So no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 10. See that ankle is wrapped.
Timeout.
From Taylor Jacobs.
I think.
All right, we'll take a break as well. 9:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. Your score, Chiles 3, Lincoln 0. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux. And we're back. 3rd and 10. Jacobs trying to get the ball to Potter. Actually, not Potter.
It's going to be Bobby Engstler coming out again for another field goal try.
That was Gavin Rudd, I beg your pardon. So incomplete. Engstler comes out for the field goal. This will be a 32-yard attempt for Engstler. It is up and good. Chiles pads the lead up to 6-0 over Lincoln. Now we will send you to break. 9:29 to go in the third quarter. Chiles leads this one 6-0. Welcome back to Chiles High School, Tallahassee, Florida. Chiles leads this ball game 6-0 on the leg of 2 Bobby Engstler's field goals. And here's the awards for you. Kickoff awards for you. Encourage, recognize, celebrate. Yet another touchback for Bobby Engstler. I believe that's number 4 on the evening. Number 28 on the season. Eric's telling me 3. Okay. So 20.
2 kickoffs after a score and 1 at the start of the half.
There you go. That's why we keep you around, Eric. Keep me honest. So the Trojans will set up shop at their own 20-yard line.
My mama thinks I can't do math.
It'll be Jay-Sean Washington in the backfield next to Christian Sims. Sims fakes the handoff. The ball gets knocked down.
Chase Harley almost took that right out of Sims' hand.
Chase Harley all season long been making plays for this Timberwolves defense. 2nd and 10. Sims, pass complete to Mekhi Maddox. Maddox still on his feet. All the way down to the 47-yard line where he'll slide out of bounds for a big Anderson and Hart first down for the Trojans.
Who's the route there, Ben?
I believe that was a slant.
I believe that was a slant indeed.
Catch and run. 1st and 10. Washington with the handoff. Gets to the outside, past the 50, 45, 40, 30, 20, and all the way to the 9-yard line goes Jay-Sean Washington. About a 47-yard run. Puts them into the Esposito line and Garden Center red zone.
Washington averaging 9 yards a carry on the season and has had no room to run tonight. But busts a long one there and gets Lincoln in good position to get on the board here. Touchdown saving tackle there.
Deuce Lawrence checks into the backfield behind Christian Sims. He'll take the handoff, gets through the middle of the line of offensive line, gets down to close to the 5-yard line.
You know, Deuce is always a running back. You don't see a right guard named Deuce.
You're right. You're right. Deuce McAllister.
Yeah, name one lineman named Deuce.
I can't.
Can't come up with one.
Nope.
I could give you a month, you wouldn't come up with one. Nobody calls the big plodding 300-pounder Deuce.
No. Jay-Sean Washington back in the backfield. He will take the handoff this time. Falls down a little bit past the 5-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and goal. Good job by Bryson Floyd in this Timberwolves defense to stop Washington. Oh, bad snap. Sims tried to come up with it. Still hasn't come up with it. Now he's escaping. Fires the ball away. He's got a receiver open.
Oh, my God.
Touchdown, Trojans. Wow.
I can't believe that turned into a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, that's good for a Weston Trawick touchdown. Weston Trawick building, connecting, powering 24/7. Mekhi Maddox comes down with that touchdown catch. What a job by Christian Sims to not lose his cool. 3 defenders in his face, fires that ball to the end zone. Mekhi Maddox. Thomas Arnold's extra point is up and good. Lincoln leads this ball game 7-6, 7:13 to go in the third quarter. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk On Sports Bistreaux. Let's go ahead and get another look at that touchdown. You see Christian Sims having some trouble. The bad snap, able to grab it, fire the ball to the end zone. Mekhi Maddox able to post up, grab the touchdown. With the Thomas Arnold's extra point puts Lincoln ahead 7-6. Wow.
I'm kind of at a loss to explain that one either, because you had 3 receivers in the end zone. Initially, I thought that all the Chiles guys came up the field to try to get to that ball for the fumble.
Ryan Sumner.
Chiles thought that the kickoff was in the end zone, but it bounced and then bounced backwards to stay in the field of play. But going back to the touchdown, at first I just thought all the Chiles guys came up the field to join in as they tried to get Sims. And there were 3 receivers there in the end zone for Lincoln, but there were 3 defenders in the vicinity, but they weren't really tightly covered on the 3 Lincoln players that were down there.
So Chiles will take over at their own 12-yard line. Taylor Jacobs Jr. limps out there. After the last possession, he was on the trainer's bench getting looked at, but he's back out there. Hands the ball off to Potter. Potter gets stacked up almost as soon as he takes that handoff.
Well, one thing, if you're Jacobs, you gotta stay away from piles. And 2 things. One, you can't. So when a guy's really, really athletic, he can kind of, in his own mind, he thinks, okay, I can avoid anything that's coming my way. But those piles can get on you pretty quickly, and now he doesn't have that kind of that mobility that he normally thinks that he has. So he's got to really be careful about getting caught around a pile.
Second down, Jacobs hits Potter out of the backfield. Potter's tried to get some yardage. Gavin James able to stop him after a gain of about 2 on the play.
See that tape on the left ankle of Taylor Jacobs. Kind of doing a little skip back out to the huddle. Taking 2 steps with his right foot for every step with the left. And it really does change what Chiles can do offensively without him being able to run the football.
Jacobs trying to get the ball to his brother.
Yeah, miscommunication there. Throw was out, but the receiver wasn't turned around looking for the football yet.
Bobby Anxler will come out for the punt. Tyler Howard back for the return for Lincoln. Back at his own 44-yard line, respecting the leg of Anxler. Ball takes a nice bounce. Oh, look at this. Heck of a run, still on his feet to the 20. All the way down to about the 14-yard line goes Tyler Howard. We said earlier, averaging 26 yards per punt return. Had more than that on that one. Does a great job with the bounce. Fields it at his own 40. He's quick. About 45 yards on that return. 1st and 10. We're into the Esposito's Lawn and Garden Center red zone. At the 16-yard line. Whistle gets blown. I'm going to call a false start on the Trojans.
Lincoln had the screen set up nicely on that play too. Had the ball in the hands of the running back with 3 offensive linemen out in front of him.
Ball now back at the Chiles 21-yard line. Be 1st and 15 from there. That's Deuce Lawrence in the backfield with Christian Sims. Fakes the handoff, fires the ball downfield, incomplete.
That's a really nice defensive play by Emerson McNeely. On the coverage, batting that one away on the slant.
Sims was trying to get the ball to Ali Juan Bleachington.
No, I thought McNeely got a hand on that. It didn't. He actually went off the hand of the receiver, Bleachington.
An incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd and 15 from the 21-yard line of the Timberwolves. Maddox in motion. Handoff going to Deuce Lawrence. Getting through and into the end zone for a touchdown. Flag is down. We will see if this will negate that score for the Trojans.
It's going to be a hold on Lincoln. Way behind the runner, too.
And it is a hold against the Trojans.
That's another one that's going to really drive the coaches nuts because it's so far behind the play. It's got no impact on Deuce getting into the end zone in that particular case.
So we get a look at it. Great job by the O-line opening up room for him. Yeah, that certainly was behind the play.
It was just to the right of the screen there and went out of the shot. And then you saw the flag coming in there late, and it's already after the running back gets through.
One of those spot fouls, so the ball's now at the 25-yard line. Sims going to keep the ball. He's got some room to get downfield.
Well, they're going to call a hold on Lincoln again. And this time it was in front of the run and was the reason why Sims had so much room to get to the outside there and get the corner. I think it was on the left tackle for Lincoln. He's trying to reach block the defensive end for Chiles, but ended up didn't get the outside shoulder on him, then it ended up just dragging him down. Oh, okay. They're going to refuse the procedure penalty and take the hold. So there were 2 penalties against Lincoln on that one. Oh, sorry, not the left tackle. It was the pulling tackle from the other side. So it was the right tackle pulling on the counter.
Ball's all the way now at the 35-yard line. They need to get down to about the 7-yard line for a first down. So 2nd and very long.
32, 33.
Sims firing the ball down the middle. Incomplete. So 3rd and long for the Trojans. Leading this ball game 7-6. 4:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. Deuce Lawrence going in motion. Sims looking the other way. Intercepted. Wow. Holy cow.
William Sconyers. What an athletic play by the defensive lineman, William Sconyers. And that is a huge defensive series by Chiles after the long punt return.
Let's get a look at that. Sims, Sconyers, wow. Skies high. Pulls that ball down.
It's really, to see that actually get caught is really something.
During the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Barineau Heating and Air Player of the Game. Barineau Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. Could it be William Sconyers? We will see. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves. Ball at their own 48-yard line. Potter takes the ball. Gonna lose some yardage there. Heck of a job there by the Trojans defense. Loss of about 3 on that play. Gavin James coming off after making the play. Emily Peters.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I had a chance to speak with the co-offensive coordinator, and he had a lot of wonderful things to say about William Sconyers. Even though he doesn't work with him, he's on the defense, but he said he is just one of those kids that you root for. He works so hard, and he has the experience now, so he sees the game in slow motion, but it helps him make fast plays.
Great, thank you, Emily. That pass was completed. Let's see, that's number 8, Gavin Rudd on the reception. About a yard shy of midfield, be 3rd down from there.
Going back to what Emily said about Sconyers making fast plays, that's exactly what he did on getting that interception there.
Third and 5. Jacobs. Wow. Closer to a defender than to his own receiver.
I think Sumner broke off that route. And again, not sure if that's just miscommunication by Jacobs and Sumner, but
Jacobs again hobbling off the field. Bobby Enksler coming out to punt this ball away. The dangerous Tyler Howard back about his own 11-yard line to return this kick. Enksler angling it. Keeps it away from Howard. Let's see where they're going to mark this ball. About the 21-yard line.
Wow, went back to the 16 and then walked up 5.
This Saturday at 2 p.m., the Clemson Tigers take on the North Carolina State Wolfpack in ACC action, only on the CW Tallahassee. Catch ACC college football every Saturday all season long on the CW Tallahassee. Clemson went down to Miami, came away with a loss. Wow.
Overtime.
3 losses on the season for Clemson. When was the last time that happened? I don't know, but I'm loving it.
Head coach Dabo Swinney throwing his quarterback under the bus after the game.
Ja'Shawn Washington, nice run.
Threw him under it and backed over him a couple of times.
Gained about 7 on that play. Washington coming into tonight, 702 yards rushing, 9 touchdowns. Sims has a receiver, hits the receiver, caught all the way down to the 28-yard line. That is Aliwan Bleachington on the catch. Huge play for the Trojans. Look, fakes the handoff. Great job of Bleachington able to pull that ball down. 1st and 10. Washington with the handoff gets stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Clock continues to tick. 1:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. Sims rolling to his left, looking downfield to the end zone. Has a receiver. Incomplete. That time trying to get the ball to Aaron Barnes. Malachi Mitchell on the defense there.
Yeah, that one had a little too much air under it. Gave Mitchell time to catch up to the receiver. Initially, there was separation there.
Sure was. Look at that.
Yep. I think Mitchell got a hand on it, too.
So 3rd and 10. Sims looking to the sideline. Ja'Shawn Washington next to him in the backfield. Sims hits Maddox. Going to be a couple yards shy of the 1st down.
Wow, what do you do here? If you're Lincoln, you kick this. Or do you go for it?
Thomas Arnold 4 of 5 on field goals on the season, a long of 38. This would be right around where his long is, but I don't think we're going to see an attempt.
Well, you know, there are a couple of things with Chiles' offense struggling since the injury to Taylor Jacobs Jr. 1-point lead or a 4-point lead. I'm not sure there's a whole lot of difference between the two.
4th and 3. Washington takes the handoff and is stopped in the backfield.
Little attempted acting there by Tyler Knox after the play, trying to draw a 15 on Chiles. But it was not flag worthy.
So a huge turnover on downs.
You know, going back to that decision, normally I would say you go for it there. I might have tried to kick that field goal just to take Enksler's foot out of play with the ability to give them a lead if they're able to move the ball a little bit.
Jacobs trying to get the ball downfield to number 8, Gavin Rudd, but just a little bit too far ahead for Rudd to be able to pull that thing in, bring up a 2nd and 10. It hurts my leg watching him limp around like that.
I don't think he knows what they called.
7 seconds to go on the play clock, yeah.
They were signaling, and I just don't think Jacobs was able to figure out what they were signaling in.
Chiles wisely calls a timeout, 37 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter.
He got back into the huddle and still didn't seem to know what the play was, and there was only 7 seconds on the play call, so they really didn't have a choice there but to call timeout.
Boy, if you love defense, this is the game for you tonight, folks. It was a 3-0 contest at the half. We've seen some more scoring in this 2nd half, but 7-6 is where we are at. After a turnover on downs, Chiles has the ball, 2nd and 10.
Offsides. So that'll make it a 2nd and 5. And again, that was on that motion by the offensive lineman going down into their 3-point stances that got Lincoln to jump. High school game, you don't get the opportunity to jump back. Once you encroach the neutral zone, it is a penalty.
Second and 5 for the Timberwolves. Potter takes the handoff, gets through the line, still on his feet. Picks up an Anderson and Hart first down for the Timberwolves.
Got a Marion Robinson down for Lincoln. Clock was stopped due to the first down, and now it's going to stay stopped due to the injury.
Potter on that run through the line smacked into someone pretty good. I don't know if that was Robinson.
Yeah, it was Robinson. He got back up, but then went down onto the turf.
Last I saw, he's a commitment to Rutgers, 3-star prospect. That play was exactly what Chiles needed. Had a first down run there by Potter. Down 7-6, need to get downfield, put some more points on the board. Still tending to Robinson on the field. Don't forget, fans, next Friday night we'll be joining you for our final Friday Night Rivals contest of the season. Sad to say. Goes by so fast.
Indeed it does.
We'll be down my neck of the woods, Southwood. Florida High taking on these Lincoln Trojans. 7 o'clock kickoff right here on the CW. I like to call that a golf cart game. I can just hop in the golf cart, drive on down the field.
I don't like the looks of this. They're calling for the EMS unit over there. Do not like the look of that at all.
So this all happened with less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Timberwolves got a first down run. That's where we were when the play stopped.
Well, you mentioned that hit at the end of that, and he got back up, but the way he went down, seeing that and now seeing them bring that stretcher out makes you think something head, neck.
And when it's something like that, a lot of this is precautionary too. They don't want to even mess around with it. So
well, and this is, there are very well trained people out there working on Samarian Robinson at the moment too. So they know what they're doing in a situation like this.
Come on the board. They're about to.
Obviously, Lincoln players concerned about their teammate. See the Lincoln athletic director out there. Joe Valisi, Principal Burgess from Chiles out there as well. Everybody's concern at the moment is with that young man. I see a couple walking out there. I'm guessing it's probably Samarian Robinson's family members. And again, in this situation, my guess, and I can't see in there, but my guess is you leave the helmet on and get him on that board, get him immobilized on the board, and then move the board onto the stretcher. But you just want to make sure nothing can move until they can get him in. They'll probably get him right over to TMH and get him into X-ray, make sure there's nothing broken there. They got the face mask off. As I see that come out of the group around him. And obviously if we hear anything, we'll pass it along to the viewers. My guess is we probably don't get much of any kind of news tonight before the end of this football game.
And he's just been lifted up onto the stretcher. Fans give a round of applause to him. Did see some movement in his hands. That's always a good sign.
Yep. And then that shot, you can see how they've got him.
There he goes, lifting his hand up. That's great to see. Great to see.
You can see that helmet attached. Got it taped down to the board.
Both stands erupting in applause. So it takes Marion Robinson off the field. So both teams coming back out on the field. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves. Ball at their own 31-yard line. After that Potter first down run. Jacobs, quick pass. A little bit high, could not be brought in. Incomplete. Ryan Sumner, intended receiver. 2nd and 10, 18 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Chiles with the ball down by 1 to the Trojans. Jacobs hands it to Potter, gets around the outside, slipped a little bit, gave him enough time for the Trojans to get up to him, and might be loss of about a yard on the play. 3rd and 11 for the Timberwolves. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. I don't know what I'm thinking there. It's one of those, right? And 3rd quarter, get those 4 fingers up in the air. We're going to head to the 4th quarter. Your score: Lincoln 7, Chiles 6. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux. It's the 4th quarter. Live from Chiles High School, Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, Emily Peters calling the action for you. Got a 3rd and long for the Timberwolves. Pass is up. Got tipped away.
Late flag. And I think this is going to be on Lincoln.
Daniel Walker's the one who knocked that ball away.
Well, then Gavin Rudd got taken out after the tip away.
Let's see what they're going to call this. What was that? I'm glad you looked up at me because I don't know what that signal is either.
Well, it's against Lincoln.
I don't know what the 2 fists together signal is, but it's not good for Lincoln. It is good for Chiles. Going to result in a Timberwolves 1st down. It's a Barber's Best Termite and Pest 1st down. Ball placed right at midfield.
There have been some big penalties against Lincoln tonight. It's the 3rd 15-yard penalty I think they've had.
That sounds right to me. Potter takes the handoff, gets hit in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. Nick Sebeski and Vincent Bostic making that play in the backfield. 2nd and 12 for Chiles. 11.5 minutes to go in this final quarter of the ball game tonight. Jacobs, low snap, wisely falls on top of the ball.
Well, and that's about all he can do in that situation. Normally, he might be able to scoop that up, but he's very limited mobility-wise. So he wisely just fell on that and didn't turn that into a worse play than it already was.
Ball's all the way back now on the Chiles 40-yard line.
I think they've started to just messenger the play in rather than just to keep Jacobs from having to go over towards the sideline to get the play to him. They're starting to send it in with a player and subbing somebody in every play.
Now 3rd and 20 for the Timberwolves. 3 receivers. Jacobs limps back. Ball almost, or did it hit the official? The official is down.
Yep. But the official is part of the field officially, so the official is part of the field. So there's nothing that you can do there. There's no provision to.
Look at him, just painful to see that.
No, I don't think it hit him, but I think he did make contact with the receiver there.
It's Trevor Jacobs. So 4th down, Bobby Engstler will come out. Howard back for the return. Howard.
He went down.
Great job.
Well, we got a flag, and I think Chiles is going to get called for something here. Broke the initial tackle, but then slipped, and the knee went down, so he was down. Let's see if they call Chiles for hitting him after.
And they will. Dead ball. Personal foul against the Timberwolves. So March 15 off.
I don't see anything that would have been worthy of a flag there. And I didn't really, on that last Lincoln penalty, I didn't see anything in that particular case either.
Ball at the Lincoln 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Deuce Lawrence in the backfield. He will take the carry. He's got some room to the right. Gain about 2 on that play before a number of Timberwolves make that tackle there on him.
Now if you're Lincoln, you can kind of slow things down a little bit. Earn as much clock as you possibly can.
Second down, Lawrence with the carry. It's about a half a yard before he's brought down. About 3rd and 7. Lawrence checks out. Jay-Sean Washington comes in to play running back. 3rd and 7 for the Trojans. 3 receivers, 1 back. Sims fakes the handoff to Washington. Throws the ball to Washington. Washington makes the first defender miss. That makes the second defender miss. Gains about 3. It'll bring up a 4th down for the Trojans.
Chiles, a good defensive series there for the Timberwolves.
Thomas Arnold comes out for the punt. Ryan Sumner back to return. Along with LaShawn Douglas. It'll be Douglas calls a fair catch. At his own 24-yard line. We'll send it to break. 8:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Lincoln leads this ball game 7-6. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux. Check out some of the smiling faces on our Liberty Dental Plan Smile Cam, making members smile one smile at a time with the Liberty Dental Plan. Some more of the Chiles cheerleaders. A lot of seniors mixed in there on a senior night here from Chiles High School. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves after the punt. Potter will take the handoff and is going to be hit for a loss of about a half yard. Chauncey Jordan celebrating the tackle for loss. I'm actually going to mark that right about the original line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. Jacobs. Incomplete. Not a whole lot on that pass, trying to get the ball to Isaiah Brundridge. First time we've called his name tonight. He's our leading receiver. Actually, their number 2 receiver on the season.
Again, on that throw, short throw, trying to get a little zip on it, but he's got nothing to push off of with the back foot.
So 3rd and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Bad snap. Jacobs has to fall down on it again. Bring up a 4th down for the Timberwolves. Bobby Engsler will come out for another punt. It's the second time we've seen that this quarter with just a low snap, and Jacobs has nothing, can't do anything but just fall on top of it. You can see him limping off the field again. Tyler Howard back at his own 46-yard line, waiting for the punt. Hits and will roll. He downed about the 37-yard line. We'll send it to break. Your score, Lincoln 7, Chiles 6 on the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals. Presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux on Tallahassee CW. Let's relive the Walk-On Sports Bistreaux drive of the game. Walk-On Sports Bistreaux game day with a taste of Louisiana. This is Lincoln's drive in the 3rd quarter. Big run there by Jay-Sean Washington. Gets them down to a goal-to-go situation. This is where it got crazy. Bad snap. Christian Sims able to pick it up, do some running around. Has a receiver. Mekhi Maddox with the catch and the touchdown. That's the one that put Lincoln ahead 7-3 at the time.
Still can't believe that.
I mean, you said it earlier. There were defenders around him. He just was able to just make that play, post up, make it. So 2nd down now for the Trojans. Christian Sims with Jay-Sean Washington in the backfield. Takes the pitch. Sims runs up about a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Ball now at the Chiles 49-yard line. Third and a long one, we'll call it. Washington.
Get it.
Oh, I don't know.
Not get it.
It's close. Great job by the Timberwolves defense stacking him up. Let's see.
Oh, he did.
They give them a 1st down.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked close. I mean, they spot that ball right at the 48-yard line is where the nose comes across the hash mark. So 1st down. Barber's best termite pest 1st down. Sims, completed pass. Brought down about 4 yards shy of the 1st down. That's Mekhi Maddox on the catch. Actually, it's about an 8-yard gain, a little bit longer upfield than I thought. Ball placed right out the 45-yard line. Sims feeling the pressure, going to keep the ball himself. Slides down. Another 1st down for the Trojans. Get a look at it. Feeling the pressure. Takes off upfield. He loses his footing. Could have got some more yardage. Ball now at the Chiles 42-yard line. Clock ticking down now. 4:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Handoff to Washington. He's got a blocker. Doesn't get much, though. Thought he was going to follow the blocker to the outside. Bryson Floyd with another tackle for the Timberwolves.
Damon Pope's helmet came off, so he is gone to the sidelines.
So it's Deuce Lawrence in the backfield. Washington is now playing a slot wide receiver spot. Second down for the Trojans. Deuce with the run. Not a whole lot. Actually, a loss of about a yard there. Bryson Floyd celebrating the tackle. So third and about 9 now for the Trojans. Ball at their 41-yard line of the Timberwolves. Sims, quick pass. Wow, it was completed.
Tip drill.
Out of bounds goes the receiver, Jaquil Whitehead.
Went off a Chiles defender. Actually, it went off of, I think it went off of Whitehead and then a Chiles defender and then back into the Whitehead.
Let's get a look at that again.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was Will Bryce who got a hand on it initially, but Whitehead able to catch it. Ball now at the 31-yard line. That's a first down for the Trojans.
Clock is starting to become a problem.
Wow, what a huge play for Lincoln. Deuce Lawrence on the carry. Right at the line of scrimmage. That's where he goes down.
Timeout, Chiles now. Remember, they used a timeout early in the half when they couldn't get a play call into Taylor Jacobs Jr. So that was their second timeout of the half. They've only got one left.
Chiles defense doing a nice job of it. Gets the third down on this drive, and they're just not able to put Lincoln away to force a punt situation. But now with where this ball is, we'll have to see. It's second and long. Sims all alone in the backfield. 5 receivers. Gonna keep the ball.
There'll be a hold on Lincoln, so this is gonna come back.
So Bryson Floyd able to help bring him down. Also was Trent Strozier with him as well. But we'll get a look at that penalty flag.
There it was, right there on the left side of the screen.
So going to be a hold.
Chiles defender dragged down. Declined that. Well, they needed third down is what they needed.
So third down and long from the Chiles 30-yard line. Quick hit. Sims trying to get to his receiver, and he falls down. Loses his footing, trying to get that to Whitehead. We've seen that a few times tonight. People just slipping out there. We haven't had any wetness happen out here, but
you can on these turf fields. You get a little bit of dew on there, and they start to get a little slick on you.
So
just get that little layer of moisture on top of the turf, and it can get kind of slick.
So what is Lincoln going to do here? Fourth and long, fourth and about 9. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Chiles with the penalty and then the incomplete pass did not have to use that last timeout.
Play clock is going, ticking down to 2 right now. Timeout called by Lincoln. Game clock at 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go.
Emily says very humid down on the field right now.
Okay. Let's take a look at tonight's Barineau Heating and Air play of the game. Barineau Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. Play of the game is something we kind of just saw.
Oh.
Ball having some trouble there. Christian Sims picks it up, rolls to his right. Mekhi Maddox with the touchdown, our only touchdown so far of this ball game.
They're going to try the field goal.
Okay. So Thomas Arnold's coming out here. Going to attempt a 47-yard field goal. His longest of the season is 38. Coach Jimmy Tyson has confidence in his leg. Line drive kick. No good. No good. So Chiles going to get the ball back in good starting field position.
I like a golf swing there. Sometimes when you, it's like with the driver, when you try to overhit it, sometimes you come over the top, snap hook, and that same type of thing can go with a kick.
Mm-hmm.
You try to put a little extra oomph into it, and you get around on it a little bit too much, and you hook it. And I think that's probably what happened there.
So ball placed at the 20-yard line. Chiles' own 20.
Well, you've got 1:58 left, one timeout for Chiles.
Taylor Jacobs Jr. still back there. Definitely limited, firing the ball downfield, trying to hit his receiver. Incomplete. Isaiah Bundridge was the intended receiver. 2nd and 10 for Chiles.
So where do you have to get it for Bobby Ingsler to be comfortable?
Let's get a look and see what his long of the season is. 36, but I know he's hit longer than that. But they got to get downfield if they're going to give him the opportunity.
He's got plenty more leg. I'm thinking you're probably the outer edges of where you can have a shot at making it. It's going to be somewhere between the 30 and 35. But like you said, they've got to get positive yardage on something here. We saw Ryan Sumner throwing on the sidelines in between series, but Taylor Jacobs Jr. back out there.
Third and 10 for Chiles from their own 20.
It's 2 plays to make 10 for him right here.
Jacobs. Oh. Not able to make the connection. The 10 receiver still down.
Well,
came down hard.
I thought he was more frustrated by not making the catch, but looks like he might be dinged up a little bit.
That's Trevor Jacobs.
Started to run back to the huddle, and then they're like, no, you got to come out now.
So timeout called by Chiles. They're going to talk things over before this pivotal 4th down play.
How would you spell pivotal? How would you spell that?
I can't even say it.
Well, you said it the first try.
It was a pitiful attempt to say pivotal. 1:46 to go in this contest. Lincoln had 7-6. Big 4th down play coming up for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves heading out on the field now. Taylor Jacobs Jr. just hobbling out there as he's done for the most of this ball game. Jacobs firing the ball middle of the field. It is caught by Sumner. No, yeah, that's Sumner. Still on his feet. That's going to be a big 1st down for the Timberwolves.
That's a huge throw and catch.
That ball all the way now out to the 36-yard line.
Almost lost that football too.
Minute 29 to go, still ticking. Minute 27 now on the game clock. And it is rolling down to 120. Jacobs. Quick pass completed to Trevor, and nope, they'll call that incomplete. 4 receivers, 1 back. That's Potter next to Jacobs in the backfield. Jacobs just falls down. Nothing he could do to escape that. He's so limited.
Pocket went away, and he had no ability to step up in it. So
50 seconds to go in this ball game. 3rd and about 16. Jacobs intercepted. Still on his feet is R.J. Perryman into the end zone for a Trojans touchdown. Weston Treywick building, connecting, powering 24/7 touchdown for the Lincoln Trojans and R.J. Perryman. Get a look there. Jacobs throwing off the back foot, trying to get the ball to Trevor Jacobs. Perryman jumps in front of it. Coast into the end zone for 6 points for the Trojans.
There was a illegal shift penalty on Chiles there that was declined, obviously.
Thomas Arnold checks in for the extra point. Bad snap. Holders up. Throws the ball. Incomplete. So 13-6 is the score after the failed pass into the end zone. Tonight's Barineau Heating Air Player of the game is...
Drum roll, please.
Chauncey Jordan. Big plays tonight. Been in the backfield as a menace all night long. Sacks, tackles for losses. Been doing it all season long for the Trojans. Comes up big for them again tonight.
We'll get another chance to see him next week. And then again next year. Just an 11th grader. Chiles running out of time here. Still only down 7. But only 32 seconds left in this one.
Douglas and Sumner back to return this kickoff from Thomas Arnold. Here's the awards for you kickoff. Caught right at the 30-yard line. Ball comes out, but he was down, so mark it about the 38-yard line. That's where Chiles will start this drive with about 27 seconds to go. Down there giving some last-second words to the offense.
Here's your problem. You hit on a big play. How fast can Taylor Jacobs Jr. get down the field?
Might have to have a
Byron Leftwich
situation where he got some linemen carrying him downfield. 4 receivers. Jacobs. Pump fake. Checks down. Just can't make the completion.
Well, that should be grounding, but no flag thrown.
Was that a lineman he threw to, or is it?
The intended receiver was James Higgins. I think he's the center.
Yeah, that's.
There's nobody else anywhere near that football.
The only thing I could think of is maybe they're saying the pass was tipped. Otherwise, I'm with you. I don't understand how it's not penalty. But 2nd and 10. 22 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. Incomplete. Gavin Rudd, the intended receiver, turned around and the ball was right up on him, just couldn't make the play. Brings up a 3rd and 10. Chiles from their own 38-yard line.
I almost feel like if you do hit a big play downfield, you'd have to have Jacobs skip off and Sumner take a snap and clock it, and then have Jacobs come back to the huddle at that point.
That's a good point. Third down, Jacobs. Pass complete to Sumner right at midfield. It's going to fall down. Are they going to credit him for the first down?
I'm not sure how you don't get a face mask call on that.
So it is complete. It is a first down. They're moving the chains. People hustling off the field. Ball snap. Crowd calling for a face mask on that play. Not going to get it.
I can't say that I blame him.
Jacobs clocks it, so second down. Ball at Chiles' own 49-yard line. 12 seconds to go.
Well, you've got enough time to get something to the sideline here and get it a little closer. At this point, I don't know that Jacobs could throw it to get it down to the end zone without being able to push off that back foot.
Jacobs. Oh! Ball off the defender. That was Sumner who almost was able to pull that ball in.
Jalen Tucker was the defender there. Got a piece of that one. Need to pull out the hook and ladder, Ben.
I like the annexation of Puerto Rico play myself.
Not familiar with that one.
Little Giants. Ball going deep downfield, trying to get to Sumner. Is it? Nope, they'll call that incomplete. Tyler Howard jumped up and tried to
save for
intercept that one.
Save for a defensive penalty. This is going to be the last play of the game. You've got 4th and 10. Lincoln has 3 guys at the 20-yard line.
Jacobs firing the ball deep. This is going to be intercepted. And defender wisely falls down. That's going to be Keyshawn Pollock on the interception. And that is the ball game. Your final, Lincoln 13, Chiles 6. We'll go ahead and send it to break. Come on back. We'll see the presentation of the Friday Night Rivals trophy and some more fun stuff. It's the Barineau Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux. Welcome back to Lawton Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida. Lincoln Trojans get a hard-fought 13-6 victory over the host Chiles Timberwolves. Emily Peters is on the field with the victorious Lincoln Trojan squad. Emily.
Thank you, Ben. Yep, down here with Barineau Heating and Air's Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistreaux champions. They get another one of these to put on the shelf this year, so congratulations, Coach, and congratulations, Lincoln.
All right. Celebrating an 8th win of the season. Another Friday Night Rivals trophy and the city championship. Just wrap that up tonight as well. R.J. Perryman, who had the interception earlier for touchdown. We will see the Trojans next Friday night from Florida High. 7 o'clock is the kickoff. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm heading for Winston-Salem right after this one. Looking forward to that one.
Late into the night.
Yep. It's going to be a good time. So for Eric Llewellyn, Emily Peters, I'm Ben Cinco. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday night at Florida High.